Hello, welcome to the Quality Rated Portfolio Standard 1 webinar. This webinar is being presented to assist you in completing Standard 1 of the Quality Rated Portfolio independently. Once you log on to your Quality Rated Portfolio, the resources for Standard 1, staff qualifications and professional development can be found by clicking on the dark brown banner at the bottom of the page and clicking QR Portfolio. The resources in this area for Standard 1 include Georgia Professional Development System, Georgia PDS information, Georgia PDS career levels, DECAL scholars, Professional Learning Plan template, the Professional Learning Plan instructions, Georgia's workforce knowledge and competencies, Georgia Professional Development competencies for program administrators, and a sample portfolio staff checklist. When you click on Standard 1, a drop-down menu will appear containing the 5 different sections for Standard 1, which are staff qualifications, classroom information, teacher classroom assignment, professional learning plan, and national accreditations. On the very first screen for Standard 1, you will see the information for director and teacher qualifications and Georgia PDS verification. On this screen, a list of your staff members that are registered in the Georgia Professional Development System, Georgia PDS, will be shown. Therefore, points are awarded in Standard 1 based on the requirements of all administrators, including co-directors and assistant directors, as well as instructional staff that register their education and training in the Georgia Professional Development System. In this system, education and training are verified and registrants are assigned a career level. Verification may take up to 60 days. We encourage you to have staff complete and submit their Georgia PDS profile. This will ensure that all staff have their information input and have created a Georgia PDS account. Ensure that all staff choose your site for their current employment in order to link their Georgia PDS account to your portfolio. Step 1 for completing your staff qualifications is that you check the boxes next to the staff that are currently employed by your facility in the Georgia PDS account. You verify their titles, ensuring that it is correct in their Georgia PDS in order for it to link correctly in your portfolio. In the appropriate boxes below, you will enter the number of administrators and the number of teaching staff based on the staff that are currently employed at your facility. On this screen, you will see a sample of what the staff area for staff qualifications looks like in your Georgia PDS account. Staff that have created a Georgia PDS account and linked to your site by entering your license number and site information in their employment section in their Georgia PDS account, their names will show on this screen. Staff that are not currently employed at your site may also show on this screen. However, you will click the box in front of each staff member's name of those staff members that are currently employed at your facility. If the staff are not currently employed at your facility, just do not click the box in front of their name. Those that are employed at your facility will be saved by checking the box and the light green banner at the bottom of this screen. Once you check this box that all staff that are currently employed are listed in this area, click Save to save this area and indicate that this section is now complete. Each staff member, again, will have to register and have a Georgia PDS account. Once they are registered and have an account, or if they need assistance with information and help with information for creating or updating their Georgia Professional Development System Georgia PDS account, they can click the Help button in the Georgia PDS area. Once help is clicked, Early Care and Learning Professional can be clicked, which will bring you to the information for creating your profile, completing and updating your profile, Georgia PDS training information, as well as frequently asked questions. This screen shows you a sample of the quality rated rating rubric. Based on the information that is input into your staff's Georgia PDS account, this information will be scored and verified using the rating rubric. Based on the rating rubric, Standard 1 Part A scores the directors, program administrators, and family providers' education and professional development. All directors listed in the portfolio will count towards scoring. So if there is a director and an assistant director, both directors' qualifications will be scored. Points are awarded based on the lowest level of a director and or staff member for center director or provider education level. In order to meet the 2 points possible, the director or family provider must meet the criteria for career level 4 or higher in the Georgia PDS system and must have completed a 40-hour director training course, as well as have 5 years of experience showing in their Georgia PDS account. If these criteria are not met, 0 points will be awarded. However, if the criteria is met, 2 points will be awarded. At the 4-point level, the director or family provider would need to meet the criteria for a career level 7 or higher. The director or family care provider may also earn these points if he or she holds an associate degree or higher in the listed education fields. At the 6-point level, the director or family provider must meet the criteria for career level 8 or higher in the Georgia PDS. The director or family care provider may also earn these 6 points if he or she holds a bachelor's degree or higher in the listed education fields. No documentation is needed to be uploaded in this section. Information for scoring career levels will be pulled from the Georgia PDS system at the time of portfolio submission. Standard 1 Part B of the Quality Rated Rating Rubric is used to score lead teacher and assistant teacher qualifications for education. For the 2-point level, at least 50% of all lead teachers and 50% of all assistant teachers must meet career level 3 or higher in their Georgia PDS. If this career level is not met by the 50% of lead teachers and 50% of assistant teachers, the criteria would not be met and 0 points would be given. However, if career level 3 for 50% of lead teachers and 50% of assistant teachers is met, they shall receive 2 points. For 4-point level, 50% of all lead teachers and 50% of all assistant teachers must meet criteria for the career level 4 or higher. To receive 6 points for teacher education, 75% of all lead teachers and 50% of all assistant teachers must meet career level 5 or higher. No documentation is needed to be uploaded in this section. Information for scoring career levels will be pulled from the Georgia PDS at the time of portfolio submission for teacher education. This only applies to those staff listed in the Georgia PDS and portfolio as lead teachers or assistant teachers. Section 1.3 of the rating rubric scores the director or family provider's annual training. The director and family provider would need to complete 14 hours of DECAL-approved training during the 12 months past prior to portfolio submission, being ready to submit to receive 2 points. If this minimum requirement is not met, the criteria isn't met, and 0 points would be awarded. However, the minimum of 14 training hours allows you to receive 2 points. 16 training hours, right from the start training hours, that are taken 12 months prior to submission would award 4 points, and 18 hours of right from the start training within the past 12 months prior to submitting the portfolio would award you 6 points in your portfolio for the center director or the family provider. No documentation is needed to be uploaded in this section. Points for completed training hours will be awarded based on training entered and verified in the Georgia PDS at the time of portfolio submission. Viewing the rating rubric for scoring teacher annual training, this is for all lead and assistant teachers. At the 2-point level, 25% of all lead and assistant teachers would need to have completed a minimum of 14 hours during the 12 months prior to portfolio submission to receive 2 points. If that criteria is not met, 0 points would be awarded. However, 14 points of training by all 25% of all lead and assistant teachers within the 12 months prior to submission would give you 2 points. 50% of all lead and assistant teachers would need to complete 16 hours of Bright from the Start training during the past 12 months prior to portfolio submission to receive 4 points. And at the 6-point level, 75% of all lead and assistant teachers would have needed to complete 18 hours of Bright from the Start training 12 months prior to the portfolio submission date. No documentation needs to be uploaded in this section. Points for completed training hours will be awarded based on training entered and verified in the Georgia PDS for staff, lead teachers, and assistant teachers at the time of portfolio submission. The next section, which is the second section of Standard 1, is classroom information. Here, Quality Rated wants to know, how is your program configured? You will input each of your program's classrooms into the classroom information section. You will do this by clicking on the green Add New Classroom button. How is your program configured? Do you have one caregiving space with mixed age groups combined? Or do you have more than one classroom for different ages with separate teachers and schedules? Choose the type of classroom that supports how your program is configured. Once you have done that, you will be entering each of your classrooms separately by clicking on that Add New Classroom button. Here we see a classroom is entered and what it looks like as you set up your classroom information. To complete this section, each of your classrooms must be added to the system. If there are children of mixed ages in a classroom, use the youngest age when selecting the age group for the classroom. As a note, the manner in which you have your classrooms split or grouped may not be the same age group as it is listed for the age groups by Quality Rated. However, choose the best age group description that fits how you have your children grouped. For your classroom information, instructions are provided as a step-by-step guide for assisting you in adding your new classroom. You will enter the name of the classroom, the age group, the number of teachers, the number of students enrolled in that class, your highest ratio of the day, and your lowest ratio of the day. Ensure to enter the teachers on the teacher side for teacher ratio and the children on the children's side for the child ratio. You will click the Save button to save each classroom's information and repeat that step for each of the classrooms that you will be adding. After you've entered all of your classrooms, you will go to the light brown bar at the bottom of the screen and check that box to indicate that this section is complete. Now that you have completed your classroom information, we go to our next section of Standard 1, which is Teacher Class Assignment. In this section, you will enter your teacher classroom assignments and the teacher's scheduled hours for each classroom. You will see a list of the classrooms that you entered from the classroom section up here. A family child care learning home provider will see only one classroom, which is listed as in-home for our family providers. Administrators that have a classroom assignment in the portfolio are considered to have a dual role and will not be scored in Standard 1. If all of the program administrators serve in a dual role, points will not be awarded for Standard 1 Part A. There are 3 expectations to the dual role limitation. Former group daycare home providers that still enroll 18 or fewer children, family child care learning homes, and school age only program administrators. For your teacher classroom assignment, you will add teachers by clicking the plus add button in the right column displayed for the classroom. Using the drop-down list, select the teacher assigned to the classroom. This list will pre-populate from the staff qualifications of teachers that have been checked as still being currently employed at your facility. Using that drop-down list and selecting the teacher for the classroom will allow you now to select the day of the week for that staff and enter the start and end day, time, hours for the assigned classroom. If the teacher works the same schedule each day of the week, you have the option to choose work week Monday through Friday or all week Monday through Sunday to add multiple days for the teacher at one time. Once you have entered that information, click the Save button to save your teacher assignment for that particular classroom. Repeat this process for each of your classrooms, for each of your teacher assignments for the classrooms. If a teacher works a split shift, enter separate assignments for each of those shifts and or each of those classrooms, especially for teachers that may be floaters. To view all of the teachers for whom you have added assignments, you can click that Expand All button that was on the previous screen at the top, or click the Expand Row icon in the left column of the classroom list to view the teacher assignments. You can edit a teacher assignment by clicking the Edit icon, which is the pencil, in the left column of the teacher assignment row. You can also delete a teacher assignment by clicking the trash can icon in the right column of the teacher assignment row. After each teacher assignment has been entered for all of the classrooms you created, click on the box at the bottom of the screen in the light green bar with a check mark to indicate that this section is complete. This is an example of what the teacher classroom assignment screen looks like as you are entering your teacher classroom assignment information. Classroom chosen, the teacher drop-down box, the days of the week drop-down box, the start and end time of the teacher, selecting days that the teacher works. Again, that Monday through Friday work week, you could just click work week, or Monday through Sunday all week, or individual days, whatever is needed to accommodate your staff. To add classrooms, assignments, click that Add icon button, and always remember to save each of your teacher class assignments by clicking the Save button. The fourth section of Standard 1 is the professional learning plan. A professional learning plan is a template used to record professional learning goals and the manner by which administrators and teachers are going to achieve their professional goals. It is structured in a way of improving competence and gaining skills. The PLP, Professional Learning Plan, provides opportunities that lead to improvement in knowledge, skills, and practices for our early education professionals. Standard 1 of the Quality Rated Portfolio provides points for the completion of the professional learning plans by administrators and teaching staff. The PLP is a document that is designed to promote that growth in early childhood education and or administrative competencies. On this screen, you can see where you can actually click on a link that takes you to a sample of a professional learning plan. This section allows you to upload a professional learning plan for each of your staff members, access the PLP template and instructions located under QR Portfolio at the bottom of the quality rated screen. And this direct link, again, can take you directly to a PLP template sample. The PLP should also be a collaborative effort between administrators and teaching staff in assessing and promoting individual professional development. Quality Rated provides an annual professional learning plan sample where providers and directors can use this form to gauge and document their planning. However, you can also use any other form or substitute any other professional learning plans used by your program. If using a different PLP provided by your program, please ensure that it includes the same information as the Quality Rated PLP. This PLP, again, serves as an annual plan, yearly plan. So the start date and end date should cover one complete year of professional learning. Complete and save the PLP for each staff. Scan the PLPs into your computer as an electronic file in order to upload in this section. You can also complete the electronic PLP version internally in the system and save it as a PDF. Then click on add that plus icon to the left of each staff member's name to upload their individual PLP. On the upload screen, click the Browse button and navigate the folder on your computer where you've saved that PLP as a PDF for the selected teacher. Select the desired file and click the Open button, which will display the selected file location in a text box on the screen. Click the Upload button to upload the document into your portfolio, and then repeat this process for each staff member until all PLPs are uploaded. After uploading the PLPs for each of your staff members, you will then click the checkbox in the light green section at the bottom of the screen to indicate that this section for PLP's Professional Learning Plan is completed. Please remember, you can view Standard 1's rating rubric for clarity on how to complete the PLP information. This can be found by clicking on QR portfolio in the dark brown banner at the bottom of the quality rated screen, clicking on Professional Learning Plan template for a sample template, and clicking on Professional Learning Plan instructions for information, step-by-step guide on how to complete the Professional Learning Plan. Here you will see the PLP portion of the quality rated rating rubric. Review the rating rubric for scoring purposes for the PLP for you and your staff that you have completed. At the 1.2 level, center directors or family provider, their professional learning plan to receive 2 points, the director or family provider has to have a written PLP that includes administrative training in at least one admin competency area with a goal of completing a minimum of 2 training hours that focus on the trainings that are listed on the PLP. In this area on the rating rubric for the PLP, they must be listed. For 4 points, the written PLP must include training with at least one ECE competency area and one admin competency area with a goal of completing at least 4 hours of training that focus on the listed trainings for 4 points. At the 6-point level, the director or family provider has to have a written PLP that includes trainings with at least one ECE competency and 2 different admin competency areas with a goal of completing at least 6 hours of training that focuses on the listed training areas. Those training areas include inclusion, cultural responsiveness, supporting dual language learners, family engagement, and or implementation of the GELS, which are the Georgia Early Learning and Development Standards. For initial applications, program directors or providers that have never been rated, a copy of a PLP must be uploaded. For reassessment, program directors or family providers, which are those providers and directors of programs that have already been rated, documentation of completing the previous year's PLP training, which would be verified through the Georgia PDS, should be completed, and a new PLP should be uploaded. The required information must be completed, saved, and uploaded before the standard will be marked complete. Here we see the PLP portion of the rating rubric for our teachers to review and score their PLPs. The teacher PLPs will be scored as well on the rating rubric at 1.5, teachers only, leads and assistant teachers only. For 2 points, at least 80% of all lead and assistant teachers must have an annual PLP that includes one ECE competency training for the 2 points. In those focus training areas, you could get 2 points. If this criteria is not met at the minimum 2-point level, no points will be awarded. At the 4-point level, you have to have completed all of the standards requirements prior, and at least 75% of all lead and assistant teachers must have a PLP with training in 2 different ECE competencies. Make sure that they are 2 different ECE competencies in those focus training areas for 4 points. And at the 6-point level, teachers will have to have completed all of the prior requirements, as well as at this level for 6 points, %50 of all lead and assistant teachers must have a PLP with 3 ECE competencies in the focus trainings of inclusion, cultural responsiveness, supporting dual language learners, family engagement, and or implementation of the GELS, our Georgia Early Learning and Development Standards, to receive 6 points. Again, an initial application would require a copy of each staff member's individual PLP with competency codes and training levels noted. That's an initial application of someone who has never been a part of a rating for the teaching staff, and reassessment staff and programs are those programs that have received a rating, and your requirement would be completion of the previous year's PLP training verified through the Georgia PDS, in addition to a new PLP for each staff member for the current year. Again, required information must be completed, saved, and uploaded before this standard will be marked as completed. This slide brings us to our last and final section of Standard 1, which is national accreditation. This section asks for evidence of certificates for national accreditation that you have for your program. Upload your current national accreditation certificates reflecting the expiration dates. If no accreditation has been earned, click the box below to indicate this section is complete. If you do have national accreditations that you would like to upload, ensure that you use the correct format for uploading. That yellow note is a disclaimer that there are certain types of formats of documents that are accepted. We suggest that you use PDF for uploading your documents. Word documents can be turned into PDF, saved as PDF documents. For directors and providers that have the 40-hour director training certificate, those certificates can also be uploaded into this area. Once all documents are uploaded, check the box in the light green bar at the bottom of the page to save and complete this section. This is the final section of Standard 1. To upload the evidence here, you would click on the green upload button to input all national accreditation evidence, as well as the 40-hour director training certificates. The CCR&R agency has created a resource for you to guide and help you to complete each standard of the portfolio. Standard 1's portion of that portfolio checklist is shown here. Please ensure you request the portfolio checklist from your coach. This could definitely assist you in completing Standard 1 of the Quality Rated Portfolio. Thank you for taking time to review this recording for Standard 1 of the Quality Rated Portfolio. If you still have questions, please feel free to reach out to your coach for further consultation. We wish you success in completing Standard 1. Thank you.